Today, a game that makes this sport what it is, a rivalry game. For many schools and fans, it's days like today that can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So LSU's offense will have the football first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Quick completion to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the first. To the air. It's McLaurin. Quickly to the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Off the play fake on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-low. Chop block.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the field goal unit is on the field. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. So Mississippi State's offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm.
It's a running room. He's at the 20. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
They're working that left side. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now third and goal. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. And the Tigers headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's McLaurin. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The play action fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The run from the shotgun. Got the first down and more. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Grab near the sticks. It's Abraham. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Quick completion on the out.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down, first down, first down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
And the Bulldogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. And And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on third down. Run it with the fullback. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
And 4th and 2 is a little bit harder than 4th and 1, but you practice these 2-point conversion plays every week. It's an important part of the game, so you should have some confidence on the 2-yard line of a play you can run to be successful.
Now on the option. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's McLaurin. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabs it in the middle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Here comes the heat. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. He gets a block. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Makes it past the marker. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run play action. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback gets the first down. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
He's got it on the run. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking to move the chains, Mississippi State lines up on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Great job by the back on the option. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. UCLA is on top, but it's not like Troy Aikman or Gary Beeman are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Oregon. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Scanning the field, it's McLaurin. Hauls it in. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Tigers in the hurry-up. The give to the back. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Shakes off the defender. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. They go to the ground. Fights off the defender. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick throw to the right. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's McLaurin. Setting up the screen. Quick step and go. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And he makes the extra point.
Mississippi State, 21, LSU, 7.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Gives it on the option. At midfield, he's got room. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything. And this
picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Quick release on the RPO. Breaks into the open. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Use the play fake, now to throw. He wants it all. And that one is picked up in the end zone. The 30, the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog.
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own man. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to throw, it's McLaurin. Pocket breaking down. Dances away to buy time. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Tigers want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. 1st and 10 coming up. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, what a cut! Oh, he's got some space. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
It's complete. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Here's a heat. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
He'll run for it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
And nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. Quick strike complete. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't.
Abraham. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Abraham. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just outside the red zone, first and 10 from the 21. Wants to throw on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such good.
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the ground with the back. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a man. It's McLaurin. Wide out trying to get it in. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Barges ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Oklahoma has the lead right now, but they've been in a dogfight all day and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 11 over Ole Miss. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To the air on first down. Finds his tight end.
I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Out of the gun, the inside give. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. The give on the option.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That was a big stop by the defense now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. LSU quick to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Got him downfield. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. LSU with the 1st and 10 here.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was
going for it all. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's McLaurin. Got a man, it's Manning. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
I'm trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Bringing the heat. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man across the middle. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, the field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up 1st and goal.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Finds his big tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. He'll keep it himself. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Mississippi State, 35, LSU, 24.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It'll be 3rd and long. They want to throw it, and this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Wants to throw. It's McLaurin. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Running back searching for a hole. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Kick is in the air. All the way back to the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Hines is way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, and especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the second.
Turning it on! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. On the move at the 30. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. they go back to work in the final period of this one. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Seton. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Caught in the backfield. It's Stoneburner. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when he catch it, big fella.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. Ripping through the defense. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Looking to throw, it's McLaurin. Makes the grab on the left. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Tigers are in the hurry-up.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The inside handoff. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The short hands. It's Manning. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fires to the big fella. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
He'll do it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the extra point splits the upright.
Mississippi State 42, LSU 31.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And some room to work. Across the 35. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense, because you're trailing in this game. You've got to find a way to get off the field on 3rd down, but you can't stop the quarterback scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right there with the lead late in the game.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Touch pass on the run. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
A really nice job by the defense, understanding the situation. We know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down, flying into space, getting the fast, speedy wide receiver on the ground. Nice 3rd down stop.
Good timing on the quick out. Breaks into the open. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And nice job by the defense. The quarterbacks had some good success running the football. All eyes on him. They were locked in. They had nowhere to go with the football, and I like it. They finished the run with a nice physical tackle.
And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Dropping back, it's McLaurin. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few 1st downs and make something positive happen.
He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw for it. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. Down in the 4th quarter. It's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. 1st down and more. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Back to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled. He's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great. And they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Quarterback couldn't quite make the connection on the last play. That brings up third down. Pucks it out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He wants a big play here late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking